Get ready.
We're here for a very exciting show today. All right. Mamey banana ice cream. This is a special treat. I purchased these fruit items. These came from Miami Fruit. All right. Use the discount code Mastering Diabetes, all caps, to save 5% off your order. And again, Mamey Sapote. We had an entire show about Mamey Sapote. It's a very special fruit. And I can't wait to show you how to make ice cream with this Yonanas device, okay? So I'm in Miami right now. Appreciate all the people who've texted and sent me messages to make sure I'm okay. I'm all good with Hurricane Ian right now. My thoughts and prayers are going out to all the people who are actually in the path of this hurricane. So I hope you all are safe, but all is well here in Miami. So I'm happy to be here with you and making this fun recipe together. So any questions you have, put them in the chat box. I will be very happy to answer them, and we're going to get into making the recipe. So right here, this is a stasher bag, okay? It's a really nice reusable bag that you can use to freeze produce. And as you know on this show, I'm always talking about abundance, getting you guys to buy a lot, always buy extra, and you can always put it in your fridge. You can always freeze it. That's the perfect example of stocking up on Mamey and then putting it in your freezer, okay? And now let's take a look at these bananas I have on this. This bananas are spectacular, right? These are special bananas from Mamey Fruit. I forget exactly which variety, but any banana will work, all right? So the first thing is what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to measure out what I'm making here. So I'm going to go in this bag. I'm going to I just took it out of the freezer right before we came on. So it needs to thaw a little bit. But I'm going to try and cut that out of here. You know, I did try and put it into – sometimes it's better to freeze it into smaller bags. You know, like if I had frozen this into like smaller stasher bags, into the portions that I knew I would use to make a specific recipe, that would make this a heck of a lot easier. Because now I'm trying to play this game where I'm trying to get the frozen stuff out, right, without like defrosting everything, you know? That's the challenge that we are now presented with. So that's my mistake, but it's okay. We're going to figure this out. In the meantime, you could ask any questions. I'll try and look in the comments and see if there's anything I can answer. But, you know, again, this is a topic I cannot emphasize enough, is eating enough calories when transitioning to a low-fat, plant-based whole food diet. Most people do not, right? They get hungry. They blame the diet. They say, oh, I need more protein. And it was like, no, the real problem is you just didn't eat enough food. So Mamey Sapote and bananas are two perfect examples of much more calorie-dense green light foods. Okay, there's a lot of more calories in 1 pound of Mamey than there is in, you know, a pound of blueberries. Right? It's a big, big difference, and you got to understand that. And that's why meals like this are a great treat, okay? So I've gotten my Mamey out of here. All right, so let's see. I'm going to keep on getting it out, and then I'm going to put it back in the freezer to protect the rest. So there we go. That's good. Okay, we got our Mamey. Look at the color on that Mamey. It's absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to put this back in the freezer. All right. And today we're going to be using one of my favorite devices, this Yonanas. This thing is fantastic. Absolutely love the Yonanas. It's a best way, in my opinion, to make turn fruit into ice cream. All right, that's what this thing's going to do. So now what I got to do is I'm going to make all this. So I'm going to put the Mamey into this bowl right here. Okay, so there we go. So that's the bowl. So that's 282 grams. All right, I just put it in this bowl. 282 grams of Mamey. Let's flip it over to chronometer here. Okay. And I am going to add this. Let's just say it was lunch. Okay. Mamey Sapote. 282. Okay, 90 grams of carbohydrate. Now, I'm going to hit tare on the scale. Come back over here. Okay, bring it to 0. Put in the bananas. Okay, so that's going to be 496. See that? 496 grams of bananas. Back to chronometer. Lunch, add food, banana. 490. Oh, 494 it changed. 494. Okay, so now this meal is going to be 203. So if I go 203 divided by, I'm going to do, let's do 35 to 1 here. It's a 5.8. I'm going to actually dose. I'm going to dose 6 units of insulin right now. Okay, so let's go to this. Why don't we go here? All right. Now look, I'm going to do this textbook, guys. Textbook. All right. So I have my insulin kit here. Okay, this is my insulin kit. And I'm going to change the needle because we really all should be changing our needles more often. All right. It's a bad habit of reusing the old one. So I'm going to take this out. Right. This is a Novo Pen Echo. All right. So those of you who don't know, I'm living with type 1 diabetes. All right. So I need to inject insulin every time I want to eat food. All right. So here we go. I'm going to draw it back here. Okay. First, I'm going to make sure there's insulin coming out. So I got that. Okay. Now, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I should not do it over the cutting board. But anyways, I'll do it to this camera. How about that? Okay. We're going to go with 6. And you just do a little injection here. No problem. And then I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes. 15 minutes here. Okay. All right. So do that. And now, so we got this. Now, I'm going to do it on my watch. 15 minutes. The Dexcom says I'm 112 and going up. Why don't we have a conversation about this? Dexcom. Oh no, it just went to 111. It just adjusted. Let's go here. Okay. Dexcom says 111 and going steady. So I just injected a 35 to 1 ratio here for this meal that I'm going to make, this ice cream. I set a timer for 15 minutes. All right. Even though I'm in range, okay, the insulin does not work immediately. Okay. The insulin does not work immediately. So that's why you have to plan beforehand and then dose the appropriate amount and then wait for it to actually start working and then eat at a decent pace. Okay. If you want steady blood glucose readings, you can't be just scarfing down food. This is not going to work. Okay. It's not going to work. You got to eat at a reasonable pace, be present, be conscious, enjoy your food, be grateful that you have food, that you get a high quality food, that you have this knowledge to reverse insulin resistance and really be present. So that's what we're doing here. All right. Now we get to the fun part. The fun part is making the ice cream. Now, I'm just gonna rinse the cutting board just in case anything happened with that insulin thing. So let me move this over here. We're gonna give this a quick rinse. I'll be right back. Let's see here. I can't wait to answer questions. I'll answer questions at the end. All right. Okay. So let's see here. It's funny. I have mangoes on the screen on the table. We're not really using mangoes in this recipe. We could add some mangoes at the end, but it's not really necessary. So here we go. Now, our frozen fruit has been thawing, and I'm not sure exactly what the color is going to be, but I'm going to slowly put in each item together so the colors are going to blend, right? So they're going to blend here. So let's just make them into smaller pieces so it'll be easier. And the amount of time you need to wait for the frozen fruit to thaw is it's going to be dependent on like what's the temperature in your home, what's the humidity, stuff like that. But I would say, roughly 10 to 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be an exact science, right? So I'm going to remove this. And I don't think we even need this anymore. So let's get rid of this. How about that? Okay, there we go. I don't think we need this. All right. What do you guys think? How's that look? Okay. Boom. Okay, we're going to have a lot of fun here, guys. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to eat this. Like, In the comments, let me know, have you ever had Mamey? Write M if you've had Mamey, write N if you've never had Mamey, okay? I mean, this is such a spectacular fruit. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I don't know what to say. It's got like a little bit of a sweet potato flavor, a little pumpkin in there, a little like, I've heard hints of like, hints of fall. How about that? Even though it's kind of like a summer fruit, but let's see. What do you guys got? We got lots of M's. I think we're gonna have a lot more N's than M's, most likely. Okay. All right. Now, I want to know in the chat box, have you ever made fruit ice cream, also called nice cream? All right. So let's put in an F, meaning yes, you've had frozen stuff, and then we're gonna put in a FN, fruit no. Okay. Fruit no, fruit ice cream no. All right, so we're getting these into smaller pieces. That's what we're doing here. And then we're gonna start putting it in the Yonanas. All right, here we go. Let's see. Okay, now this machine is gonna be, it's a little bit loud. I'm gonna prepare you guys for that. Yes, banana cherry. Okay, I like that. Yeah, share your favorite frozen ice cream treat. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful. It's a great dessert. People you don't even know how amazing the flavor will change until you give it a shot. All right. So here we go. We're gonna use the Yonanas now. It's gonna get loud, so be ready. Here we go. Actually, let me go to this camera so you guys can see. I'm just gonna put it in up top. All right. Okay, I think this is going very well, guys. Let's see. I mean, that color is beautiful. I don't know if it's coming out that great on the camera, but it is this beautiful, like light orange. Really nice, really nice. Okay, a couple more pieces, and then we get to enjoy this. Okay, there we go. This is gonna be so good. I should get a spoon. Okay, but let me show you a little secret about the Yonanas. Hold on. Okay, secret about the Yonanas is there's a lot of fruit that's left in here. Okay, so we're gonna get it out. So this is our beautiful presentation. I mean, that is spectacular. Let's take a look at that. That is so good. Oh man, that is great. pile of true greatness. Okay, I can probably put this away. All right, now let me show you what's in here. Okay, there's going to be a lot of fruit in here. Let's unscrew this. Okay, you don't want to waste any of this. Underneath here. So the great thing about the Yonanas, a lot of good fruit in there, is it can really handle basically fruit at any level of like it can be really rock hard frozen or it could be soft, and the Yonanas would handle it great. If you're trying to do that with a Vitamix or a food processor, it's a little bit more difficult. This machine is just built for this. Oh my gosh, that flavor is unreal. Unbelievable. Wow. Okay, but really, I should be disciplined and wait for my timer to go off. I didn't even set my timer. Whoops. Okay. Well, I have to trust my intuition on this one. But, you know, look at that. There's a lot of ice cream in there. We're going to get that out. We're not wasting any of this stuff. Okay. The texture is so perfect, guys. Oh, if you could just see that. Smells great. These bananas are spectacular. So good. Okay, so let's put this over here. There's also stuff on the rim here. Now, the fact that I already measured all this, I already took some insulin, gives me the confidence in being able to do a little bit of snacking here, you know? I don't want to waste any of this. It's unbelievable. It's so good. Okay, let's answer some questions. All right. And I'm just going to I'm going to enjoy this. I mean, that is just spectacular. Wow. Okay. Let's go back to live. Where can I buy Mame? All right. You can buy Mame from MiamiFruit.org. MiamiFruit.org. It's the best place to buy Mame. And you could also find it at like a local ethnic market. All right. That's a great place to find Mame. There's also a couple companies that sell frozen Mame. I've seen them in Florida. I have to look them up, but this flavor is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, I wish you guys could have this. So good. Yeah, Mike. It's spectacular. This is a great combo. Nothing else needed. Two ingredients here. And I'll probably have a little bit of arugula on the side. Somebody's asking how much greens per day. You know, what's funny is I measure everything in grams. So I don't even necessarily remember. I probably have like at least 100 grams of greens at pretty much every meal, at least. So let's see. Let's go look in Chronometer and see if we can figure out 100. How many cups is 100 grams? Let's see here. Okay. So let's go to Chronometer. Okay, let's see here. This will be fun. If we click add food, all right, arugula. So according to this software, 1 cup is 20 grams. So that means I'm having like 5 cups per meal. So that's a lot of greens. I love greens, guys. I love them. I cannot have enough arugula. Super greens. There's this Organic Girl has these power greens. It's unbelievable. So definitely get your greens in. All right, let's see. Was the Mame frozen or just the bananas? They were both frozen. Both frozen, put in the Yonanas, and they came out with this unbelievably perfect texture. It's so good. It's just unbelievable. So I'm going to eat this slowly. I'll probably eat this over the course of at least 45 minutes. That's how much time I'm going to use to enjoy eating this recipe. And my blood glucose to remain steady. So, you know, that's the way it goes. Okay. Absolutely love nice cream. Banana, yeah, absolutely. Guys, if you do not have a Yonanas, I suggest getting one. The Yonanas device, you can get it from Amazon. It's the easiest way to make this type of ice cream, and it's kind of life-changing. It's an amazing, amazing dessert if you're looking for something sweet at night. This is where it's at. Okay. You don't need any sweeteners. Your taste buds begin to change when you start eating a very simple diet like this. I mean, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. I think we got through all the questions. Somebody's saying, is this a green light food? Bananas and mamey are absolutely a green light food. No question. Those are both 2 green light ingredients. Enjoy them in abundance. If you're just starting out, you might want to make sure you're having some greens with this. And also eat it at a time of day when you're most insulin sensitive. That's going to be around the afternoon into the later day or the evening. And that's going to help you make sure you metabolize the glucose, because bananas and mamey happen to be a fruit that is higher in its glucose content. So you want to improve your insulin sensitivity to enjoy a meal like this. Okay. What is chronometer and how does it work? Okay, chronometer. Here we go. Let's go take a look at that. That is a nutrition logging app. So what we're doing here is, it's a nutrition logging app. It's just like MyFitnessPal. It could be one you might remember, or that you may have heard of. But this is an integral software to learn how to follow the Mastering Diabetes method and figure out how much fat you're truly consuming in your diet. It's absolutely a required step in learning how to successfully follow the Mastering Diabetes method. Most people do not know how much fat they are consuming and how much fat is hidden in a lot of the processed foods. Most people don't know how many grams of fat add up when you have a small amount of nuts and seeds or avocado or coconut meat or even soy products, because soy is a high-fat food. And so using this nutrition logging software, which you can do on your phone, you can do on your computer, will absolutely help you. And so I have, this is a, I think it's called the Pro version. So watch, as I swipe right on lunch, see how that the blue box with the 3 dots comes in? I can tap into that. Then I can click Show Nutrition Summary, and I can get all the details for this meal. All right. So I'm actually having 553 grams of water. Isn't that interesting? I think that's what that's saying. Then you can see the vitamin profile. Let's see. Okay, getting a lot of copper from this particular meal. You can see the breakdown of the carbohydrates here. So starch, 44.4 grams. That's pure glucose. Okay. There's 45.6 grams of fructose, glucose 47.2, sucrose 23.3. That's half glucose, half fructose. These are just fun things you can see. I also, this meal has 2.9 grams of fat. 2.9 grams of fat in this meal, just from whole fruits. Most people think, oh, there's no protein or no fat. See the protein, 9.5 grams of protein, just by eating some mamey and some bananas. So it's fun to learn about the food you're consuming. It's fun to put in an entire day and really get an understanding of what's going on with your diet. Okay. So this is our preferred app. You can use any one that you use consistently, but this is our preferred option. Okay. Hi from Grand Bahama. Growing up, we had Mamey Sapote everywhere. Wow. Lynn, that's amazing. That's amazing. You grew up in a special place. That's fantastic. I'm glad you know about Mamey. All right, everybody. This has been super fun. Thank you for joining. I'll ask us, I got a couple more questions and then we'll head out. What was the name of the machine that you're using? Okay, this is called the Yonanas. Okay, Yonanas machine. It's quite affordable on Amazon, and it can absolutely change your life. It just makes it so easy to turn frozen fruit into a beautiful, beautiful texture. It's unreal. So that's that. Okay, what else? Let's see. Any other questions? I think that's it. Okay, guys, this was super fun. Thank you for joining. If you're in Central Florida, I hope you stay safe. Everybody else, have a great week. I will see you back here next Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern, and we'll have a good time. All right. See you later.